Hi guys, hope you're well. It's been some time since we last spoke. I think it was like last week, maybe Monday I think it is, last time I put up a video. Anyway, excuse me, God, a cold. Okay, so first of all, before we go on to Sagittarius or Sagittarius, I want to talk to you about the Great Crusades. Just want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching them. I've had some fantastic feedback. People have pointed out some great points here and there, and I've got to say I'm glad you're enjoying it, because we certainly are, and I want to thank everybody that's participating in it as well, and that's War Tiger, who's playing out in Sweden, Manius Augustus Calgar, that's playing outside Birmingham somewhere, I can never remember where it is, and all my guys here in my local town that are playing as well. So all in all, it's doing really well. Also, I want to thank them all for making the effort to paint up their armies, those that have converted stuff as well. Listen, also, you know, don't knock the guys for not being able to obviously go full pre-heresy. It's not about, it's about having fun. And, you know, in this day and age, it's tight with money. Some people don't earn as much money as other people, but at least they're making the effort, and for me that's the main thing. What I didn't want to do is bog this down in not having fun, because as soon as it stops becoming fun, it becomes a chore, and the main thing is to enjoy this and have fun with it. And, you know, there's been some fantastic points made by a lot of people that subscribe to my channel, and I really hope that you guys are enjoying the battle so far, because there's much more to come. The way this works out is that each player plays 3 games against the same Xeno race, then they move on to the next Xeno race. So all in all, they probably get about 12 games in, and then we move on to the bigger missions, where it's basically 2 Marine chapters versus like Xeno stuff. So we've got Ulunar to do, Planet Murder to do, and all the big stuff before the Horus Heresies start, and then we move on to the Horus Heresies. Okay, so here we have Sagittarius. He's the first custodian created before the Unification Wars by the Emperor. Now, his story is quite a tragic story, basically. He's 100 years into the Crusades. He basically is taken down by a micro-dragon, I think it is. Micro-dragon, I think it is, yeah. And it's Angron that saves his life by killing the dragon, and I think this is where his 2 weapons come from as well. His 2 axes are made from this dragon, this micro dragon. So he's so badly wounded, Sagittarius is, they take him and they put him into a sarcophagus, inside a dreadnought, and this is his character, because when we get to the Horus Heresies and we get to the Siege of Terror, he's basically killed by Angron. So it's kind of a twisty tale. He's saved by Angron, and then it's Angron that takes his life at the very end. So I've done him pinning down 2 World Eaters. So he's got a World Eater that he's got his foot on. We can see a bit of light sourcing. I've done some LOS, as you can see there, on the gun and down the leg and on the foot, and a little bit on the old dead Space Marine down there, and in his other hand he's crushing a Space Marine as well. So if we can just get a little bit of a closer look, hopefully, there you go. So there's a little bit of LOS on the actual eagle itself from the gun. There's some LOS on the leg. If you know me, I'm not particularly a huge fan of light sourcing. Like I said before, you're either really good at it, which I'm not, or you're really naff at it, and it comes out 2 ways. So that'll do. I'm not going to go too much with it, and I don't want to ruin the paint job. So I've done him with red shoulder pads, because in the artwork in the collected visions, there's a picture of him, and he seems to be punching a Marine and shooting another, and that's what I've kind of tried to capture with this piece here. Now I've painted, if you don't know if you can see that, the World Eater in original colours. I've reposed the legs, so it looks like he's struggling. Reposed the hand as well on the Space Marine. If we turn it slightly, you can see it. He's being grabbed. I've used a later set of armour, because there was a lot of variants that came out towards the end of the Horus Heresy, and I kind of think it's kind of fitting. that you can see Marines starting to wear the later bits of armour, because also the other reason is I don't want to cut up a beautiful piece of a forged iron armour in order to make this diorama. So you can see the LOS on the guns. It's come out okay. I mean, it's not the best, but it's alright, it'll do. And then there's a poor Marine who's underfoot as well, who's got a slight bit of LOS on the side there as well, and I might just take that to the head and just put a bit more light sourcing on the head, but for now I think that's just right. You know, obviously let me know what your thoughts are, because it's always nice getting a little bit of feedback from you guys in order to make things look better. Now, he did have in the picture 2 chains, and they sort of come from there to about there to there. Now, I did get a piece of chain from Forge World, but it just doesn't look right, so I've not put it on there. But all in all, I'm quite chuffed with it. I think it's a nice little piece. I've used the relic armour from Forge World, which is the relic armour contemptor, because I wanted something that was a bit more flashier, and I wanted something that sort of said, you know, it's more custodian-like than it is just normal contemptor. And the gold's come out really well. And again, I've just used shining gold, and I tend to use a 50%, if you all know, 50% Batter Black and 50% Devlin Mud. Then I dry brush it and go over the top. Sorry, that was a tool just falling off the side there. Then I dry brush it with shining gold again, just to highlight it. And then I do a mixture of chain silver, chainmail silver, and shining gold, and just to highlighting it basically here and there. Obviously it's got battle damage all over it, as you can see there, and around the sides, and there's loads of battle damage on the gold as well. It's always weird trying to battle damage gold, because it either looks okay or it doesn't, so at least it gives it the idea of, you know, it's gold paint, it's not actually made from gold, because it'd be a really soft metal. Anyway guys, I hope you like it. There's some photographs, but they don't really show. I might take some photographs actually. I did take some, but they didn't really look any good because the light here is really bad at the moment. Anyway, so I'll be seeing you later. I've got some other bits and pieces to show you. And oh, tomorrow, Salamanders versus the Eldar. Now that's one of the pre-heresy games that we're doing. It's a beautiful army. It's painted by Kev. I did build him the Engine of Woe. So hopefully, who knows, he might be fielding it, he might not, because it's his first game and he's only got 1,000 points plus the Primarch cost. So look out for that game tomorrow, it's going to be very exciting, and look out for other bits and pieces later today. Take care guys, bye bye.